when that time comes, he will say so. But
Francis.
Greetings all. I think there was a little technical difficulty. So at this time, we'll invite Mr. Omondi McIntyre, better known as Dr. Omondi McIntyre, soon to come, to give us his wonderful words of encouragement and whatever that he has to share to the members of the 4-H Club. Omondi McIntyre was a former member of the 4-H Club in the year of Mr. Francis. And we thank you all for being present today. It is important to take part in club sessions. Omondi can give you a few tips why it is important, the letters that he asked for when he went and studied. So in the end of the session, he will inform you all why it is important to be in club meetings and why you should not lie and say that you are unable to attend, but you are attending all other things that will not develop you for life. Thank you, Mr. Omondi. You have the floor now.
Thank you. Everybody can hear me? Paul,
yes, the audio good. The audio good.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Mr. Francis and Mr. Paul already introduced me. But I want to get to know you all a little better. So, not names, but I just want to know everybody in the call right now is about what form? First form, second form, third form, or mixture of all forms?
We have all forms present.
All forms, all right. So first two. Okay, so the topic that Mr. Paul wants to talk about is a balanced life. So how many of you all think, you all can answer me and say yes or no. How many of you all think you all currently have a balanced life, that your life balanced? You can say yes or no. You can just unmute. We can say yes.
No, sir.
No. All right. So that's no. So nobody think they have a balanced life. No yeses so far. Right. Anyway, so a balanced life. To be honest, me personally, I don't think I have a balanced life yet. But the main thing is that you're working towards it. Once you have it in your mind and you know that's what you want and you're working towards it, that's just as good. So I personally, I don't think I have a balanced life yet. It's not balanced yet. Far from that, actually. But as I said, the main thing is that is where you want to get to a balanced life. And I think that is very important, especially for young people, because you have a lot of people, they are on either the far right or the far left, meaning, let's say, the far right, books, is the quote-unquote news, or the far left, meaning you don't even worry about books, you're not thinking about that, it's like balance on your mind at all. A lot of things that have your energy and time. So there's some on that side or some on that side, but the perfect thing to be is smack down in the middle. They don't be too much into the books, they don't be too much not into the books. They just want to have everything on like a level path. So that can be of sports. It can include sports, it can include social life, it can include, of course, your schoolwork, as I said. It can include family life. You can't forget spiritual life, also your church life, your relationship with your God. That's important too. Relationships, nice relationships, those friends and those things, that's important too. So all those things, my goal for myself, and I want that to be your goal as well, is for you to bring all those things together and find a way to, out of 100%, give each one an equal percentage and make your life something that you can say, I have all these things together, but each one gets the right amount of time. That one not getting way more time than the other one. So I'm still into my books. Not saying I, but I just use that from still into my books, still having a social life, still going to church, still praying every day, still playing my sport to be healthy. I mean, what's the point to studying, and not healthy? You develop, I mean, God forbid, but you're not healthy, you develop all kind of diseases. What is the point in the end? Like you study, you get a good job, but let's say high blood pressure, take your pressure med every day. um, so find a way to put all those things together into one. So if you like, let's say now, let's say you're into your books, some of all you have CXC coming up, some of all you in late form or fit form, and CXC around the corner. So times like that, yes, you can put all those things aside. You can put golfing aside, you can put sports aside, you can put not just spiritual life, I can never take a back seat. But all of that things, you can put them aside and concentrate on the books because you have a CXC coming up as a big thing. I think so they say determines your future, but it's just a part of the future. But, so yeah, so you have a CXC coming up. So yes, we put all those things aside. But just remember that after CXC, pick them back up. Don't just keep going to college and keep. So I think it had a lot of times where I personally went into my books. I think both times I was like, Tyrese, maybe it's all the two. I was into my books. I studied plenty. But I realized that your life can be half like that. I mean, yes, you will be into your books and you see a 90%. And yeah, that'll make you feel nice, to be honest. Yeah, you feel nice, you feel accomplished. But all in all, when you think about it, your life will be half like that. And me personally, I rather see instead of 100 on a final exam, I rather see, let's say, 88. But I have all those other things. I have a spiritual life, I have a social life, I have a sports, I have all those other things on par as well. And I get my 88. To me, that is a better thing than getting 100 in the final exam. And then me and my God not on good terms, me and my family not on good terms, because maybe I in my room too much, I studying too much, and interacting with them. I gain in weight, I'm healthy. To me, that is a worse situation than getting the 88 and you have all those other things properly set. So the main message I'm trying to tell you today, I don't to keep on with you long, but the main message I'm tell you is that just find balance in everything that you do. Don't give anything too much. Find balance and make it work for you. So don't listen to me and say, okay, boy, I have to go and get into a sport. Okay, you can exercise. You don't need to be in a sport, a specific sport. You can just work out. And maybe your thing is music. If your thing is music and you like to play an instrument, then that can be it also. So there's many things you can do to keep your life balanced. And I think keep your life balanced with the artist person. So, as I said, my life now is not balanced, but I'm working to it. And that's the main thing. So if all you need that to for today, and all you tell yourself, yeah, from now on I can work to get a balanced life and balance of everything. And that's good. You wouldn't reach there as fast. It'll take a while because you have to give everything attention and staying on balance is always thing. But the main thing is that you working towards it. Something a little off topic. I think but mentioned in the beginning that the importance of stuff like extracurricular activities. And that kind of time into balance like this. So for example of porridge. So I was in porridge in SMA. I didn't enter the least I was in the flexible for form. Sorry, for form. I was in the first form. I think I entered porridge. I was there. But when I entered porridge, I didn't know it at the time. I wouldn't see it now, but trust me, your porridge life can give you plenty advantages in the future, meaning when you leave SMA and you go to college and stuff. Because I didn't see it at the time, I was just going through porridge, okay, in porridge club, nice, having fun, doing hikes, cooking. But it's after you realize, boy, it's a good thing that I was into that. Because when I came to apply now to college, and I messaged Mr. Paul, saying, Mr. Paul, the school requesting some letters, they want to know what type of person I am. The school wants to know who is that person that they're going to let in, They don't just watch your grades and say, okay, that's the grades. But they want to know the person. And that is what most schools doing right now. So I messaged Mr. Paul and I say, Mr. Paul is who wants to know who I am. I can write a recommendation letter for me because I was in college. And he did it right away because I was in college. So you may not see it now, but having a balanced life, which includes being in clubs, which includes clubs like college, when and help in the future. Big time, trust me, big time. Because before, the world was in a type of a way where grades are the main thing. You have to, once your grades on par, you're in. But I got it nowadays. People can have high grades, and still not get into schools. And I've seen it happen. And so those are the things when you ask for recommendation letters from clubs like college, but it can be from a coach in a sport. You ask for recommendation letter from a coach. The coach, he writes one for you. Nice letter saying nice things about you because you were into that in addition to being into school. That's just to show you how we can just go a long way in just trying to balance out everything. It can help you in stuff that you can't even imagine. It can help you. Not in school, jobs, you can help you in jobs too. Because jobs nowadays is the same thing as schools. They're not only looking at, well, they are looking at your qualifications, of course, especially for the jobs, but they also want somebody that can fit into the workplace, can interact with people, can be an asset to their company. So they will ask for recommendation letters too from not only your previous jobs, but give me a recommendation letter like this. Say, give me a recommendation letter from somebody somebody in position. So it can be anybody, it can be Mr. Paul, the head of the Forage Club, the SMA Forage Club as a position. You can ask me for recommendation letter when Mr. Paul writes that for you. That might be the letter that gets you into the job, depending on what Mr. Paul writes on that letter. So basically, just don't think that those things cannot help you and say, you know what, like you tell yourself, you know what, I can just focus on my books because that's the main thing I'm going to get me final. Yes, it will get too far, but make sure you have these other things there to just put that into a quote unquote combo. So if you have that combo there of your good grades and also your extra curriculum, everything else, trust me, you're unbeatable. I mean, those people will just look at you and they say, wow, wow, we want you, they will be asking for you. So just sum it up. Just make sure you have your balance. You have your balance, right? So when you have time for this thing, school, you focus on your school, but give your time to your sports, give your time to your music, give your time to your, if you like recording music, if you like producing music, I saw someone like producing music. That's extracurricular too. Give your time to that. That's your relaxation. That's your, what it's called, that's your charging. That's your charging. Give it time. Give family life. Give spiritual life. Make sure everything here. Trust me, you will be super, super, super happy and have enough people that there's just one thing they like focused on. Trust me, they tell you they're happy, but they're truly not happy unless they reach to the point where they're experiencing everything that life has to offer. When I say everything, I mean pleasure of getting good grades, pleasure of being fit, pleasure of being in a social group and having friends. Until they experience that, they'll never be truly happy. Even though they have one of those things is good, but even though they have that, they'll never be truly happy. Even though tell me that they are interesting. Because I can tell you right now that actually already I don't have a balanced life yet, but that's what I want. That's what I'm working towards. I wake up every day and say, let me try and work towards that. What I can do today, I can make me reach that point. Because I know if I reach that point, too much happiness, So just fellas, just remember, just try your best to put everything in your life. And shut out anything when it's time to focus on one thing because the big decisions such as CXC, focus on that, of course. But when CXC finished, get back on your program, the extra curriculum, because I spent 20. Because I asked Mr. Paul for lecture for university, and Mr. Paul sent me a for me to give them. And I can bet my last dollar that those people study and lecture and that helped my kids. So let's make sure you have that. I said, Alex, I don't keep holiday too long, but hopefully the main message of what I said. People have any questions or can ask? No questions? Questions. All you have comments. Mr. Paul, I don't know if you can. Mr. Paul, you can hear me? Mr. Paul and Mr. Francis.
Somebody must have a question.
Yeah, I don't think they have any questions.
Excuse me, sir, I have a question.
All right, no problem.
So how did you manage to balance your school life and the forage life in SMA?
Well, in SMA, so when I just turned 4 to be honest, at that time, I was mostly into school. Because there's probably up to 90 something percent school. But I entered 4 and basically what I tried to do was that the best thing I can say is how I balanced it was to use each second wisely. So don't waste any time just doing nothing. Because that could be time that you could be doing something. And because you're doing something at that time, that will free up time later for you to do another thing. So that's when I can say the best way I balanced it was just using my time wisely, not wasting any seconds. Don't waste any seconds. Okay.
Okay, sir, thank you, sir.
No problem. I surely have questions.
So if you encountered procrastination, how did you get over it? Or how did you like not
If I
procrastinate?
encounter what?
Procrastination.
Oh yeah, that's a big one though. Yeah, that one there. I think that's the biggest one actually. That's the killer right there. Procrastination till to this day. To be honest, till to this day, I procrastinate. Like I haven't solved that one fully. That's all. That one is, to me, that's the hardest one right there. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. That's the killer right there. That's the hardest one. That's one. I'm not good at that one. I try my best, but that one I'm not good at that one. But the best I can tell you to prove that procrastination is yes, you have to have a strong mind. You have to have a strong mind because the procrastination is very tempting. It's very tempting. I mean, who doesn't want to go and sleep in their bed? Who doesn't want to go and relax and just lie down on their bed and go on social media? Everybody wants to do that. So you have to have a strong mind and just tell yourself. You have to talk to yourself. I try to talk to myself. It doesn't work all the time, but I try to talk to myself. And I just tell myself. If I lie down on my bed and have things to do, I just talk to myself and tell myself, you know, but get up. You have things to do. Get up. And sometimes it does work, sometimes it doesn't work, but the bottom line, just try to have a strong mind. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. More questions? or if only have questions, or have any comments, or they can tell me if what I said was making sense, or if it helped you at all. Right?
I have another question.
All right, no problem.
Was there ever a time when you had too much on your plate to handle and you couldn't really balance your work life again?
Yeah, for sure. I would say those times you school times, exam times, for example, CNC, if you're in college and you get exams, like standardized tests in college, yeah, you have to put stuff aside. You have to give some stuff up to pressure. So as I said, that's the only time I would tell you to not have a balance. Like when you see this thing weighing on your plate so much, but you have to accomplish it, you just have a choice, you have to get it done. But if there's such a big thing, like it requires so much work, you can't just do it in a week or a month. It takes months and months of preparation, this other big stuff. Then yeah, you have to put those other stuff. You have to put those other things aside. Focus on that thing, but the main thing is yes, that thing weighing on your plate. And you're going to accomplish it sooner or later. You're going to get it done, yes. And you have to put some stuff aside to get it done. But the main thing is after you finish that thing, just make sure you go back on your regular program, on your balance split. Make sure the main thing is you go back on it. So no problem with leaving it for a while. Even though it's a year, you can have a non-balanced life for a year. That's okay because you have to focus. You have to get, you must pass that exam. So yeah, a year is okay, or more than a year, no problem. But just remember, after that, make sure you go back. Don't forget. But yeah, to answer your question, yeah, but a lot of times when you play for school, you have to stop winning. But there's no situation, I have to stop aside and focus on that. Get it done. I finish it, get back on my program.
Great, sir. Thank you, sir.
Are we waiting for questions from the students?
Yeah,
Yes.
I have any questions.
All right. So I see that we have some Form 5 students there. Let us see how well they can maybe share something for us or ask a question in the chat. So we'll have to call them. Amani Francis, do you have a question that you want to ask?
And he has 2 questions already.
Okay, Amani, let's roll the drums.
But he has 2 already. He just has a Western.
Oh, he
Oh,
just.
Yeah.
Let's move. Next person.
Don't tell you one.
Din Badwill.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Let's say you're playing sports, right? You're playing sports. You're doing church activities and you have CXC coming up and you have FOH. How should I go about doing all these things at once and still focusing on CXC?
I assume it's something like you really love sports.
Yes.
And I assume you love it for it and you love it too. So I assume those things will give you pleasure. So and sexy coming up at the same time. So the advice I would give you that I would not remove them completely. I would less limit time to give to them. To make to free up time to do extra study. Because from how you sounding, those things sounding like that is your form of relaxation. That's when you get your fun, that's when you get your relax. And you need relaxation when you keep studying because quite frankly you don't go mad if you don't have that. So I would say there's less time you give into them. So still resting time. Like maybe like have some people that have a forage activity happening, but you went to a forage activity let's say last week. Miss that activity this week and use it to study. The other week you go again like that. But as I said, I think that like the relaxation, so don't take it up completely. Because in relaxation, you need a little distraction sometimes. Keep your mind into sane, but you do not. So yeah, so there's less anything you can do.
Okay, thank you.
Eden Pinard, do you have a question?
Not really, no, sir. I just listening.
Okay. Cameron Phillip?
Yes, sir. I have a question. So especially for when I talk about my case, but so I have a lot of things pulling me in a lot of different directions, right? And so I just wanted to know what his what his advice would be for being able to balance out everything, but at the same time still striving for your goals, because you want to still be able to get to your goals, but still be able to do everything else that you want to do. But there's so many things that pulling you in so many different directions. You're only one person, and at a certain point, too much is too much. You understand? So I just want to know what his advice would be.
To address the thing where you said that too much is too much, I don't think I actually mentioned that when I was talking. It's a good point to bring up. That sometimes too much is too much, and sometimes you have so much things doing, as you said, pulling in all kinds of directions, and have to let some stuff go. So I would say, in your case, you said you have a lot of things pulling in all directions, but you're sounding very goal oriented. You're sounding like you really want to get where you're going, but you also really want to keep all this stuff that pull in all directions, develop that stuff that's allow you to have fun in life. So I would tell you, because you're very goal oriented, and I try to answer each and every one of all you in a way that puts not all you, like your type of person. So you're sounding very goal oriented, but you have things pulling in all directions, and too much is too much sometimes. If I was you, I would let some stuff go. Some stuff they're not really needed. They're just there, and yeah, you interact with them. Not, when I say interact with them, I mean whatever it is that you do with people. But you taking part in those things, but some of those things you honestly can let go. And I've had some situations where it has some stuff. Yes, they fun once in a while, but they're not really contributing much to where I want to reach my goal. So, for example, when I first entered university, I was in a club. It was a club for international students. But to be honest, we have meetings in the club, we have but not much was going on. But start to appear for the meeting. I tell myself, that is one of the things that pulling me in all kind of direction. Better let that to free up myself for this, to free up my time. So I have too much things pulling me because I too much can be too much. So I let that. So if I was you, I would let some of the stuff go and keep some of this other stuff. And the main point is, as I said before, when you have big things coming up, like things that really decide the goal you want to reach, focus on that completely. Just give that all your attention for the time. The main thing there is for the time, not forever. It's for the time. It's only temporary. That thing runs fast. An exam will run fast. It must pass. So focus on that for the time. Make sure you get back on track with your other stuff, and not too much. So make sure you let go of the stuff you talk about. So I try to have things you can maybe tell me after I finish and answer the question. But I try to have stuff that one or two stuff you can agree to let go completely and say, you know what, not necessary. Yeah, give me fun, but not that necessary. So let those stuff go. Make sure your goal is there. When the time comes to do, let's say the exam or whatever, give that all your attention. That's not too much. Just make sure not too much. That you mentioned. Mr. Morgan to call anybody else.
Okay, is there anybody else with questions? Let us move to Form 3. Siobhan, Bridges, Sharim, do you all have any questions?
No, sir.
Siobhan,
Siobhan Dawkins.
No, sir. I don't have a question.
Jaden, Jaden, Rodel Pascal,
No, sir.
Shin, Kati, Kyron Philip, Kyron, are you there? Shin,
Yes, sir.
Jaden,
Yes, I do.
no questions?
No, sir.
All right. Mr. Omondi, do you have anything else to share with the students?
I have one more thing. I didn't say that when I was talking, but for those of you, I would like to be all of us, have goals, all of us have something, all of us do some career, become extra, all of us. So I don't tell you that friends and all of that fun stuff besides school, those stuff can always be there. Trust me, they can. Those stuff can go anywhere. People that probably say, people that stay right now to quote unquote live in the moment. But yeah, live in the moment here. And but just remember those stuff always going to be there. But when I reach a point, let's say you are just strolling around to your education, school, and because yes, you have plenty of friends, you have all your friends there, but after you graduate, after life starts to get a little difficult, because always teenagers, you know, life will start to get difficult. Yeah, trust me, that one. When I was in SMA, I thought life was hard. In your 20s now, then you see, yeah, like I serious business. I have to start to figure out what I put in place for myself. What I'm going to do just now. Mommy and daddy house not gonna be there, but he's staying again. So just remember that, yeah, live in the moment and have your friends and all that. But remember those things always gonna be there because after you graduate and then take adult stage, don't have to tell yourself, boy, just strolling around. I was having a good time, yes, with my partners and all the girls and blah blah blah. Yes, I was having a good time. But look at those people I was having a good time with, those people long gone in their life. Those people long gone in their education, their schooling, they long gone. But I just put it in what I can do. What I have to basically what I have to ask yourself, okay, I put it in, but what I have to show. I have nothing to show. You pass all them years they having fun. But when you sit down and you ask yourself, what I have to show for it? I have nothing to show for it. What have to do it? Understand? So just remember those stuff always gonna be there. So don't just give them all the attention of their life. They always gonna be there. You can always make time for them, trust me. Because the last thing you want is for you to finish school and grow up and you're in your late 20s or something, and you're sitting down there and you're seeing all those people who are wasting your life. You're seeing all of them have their life set up and happy. What is the point? Pass, I had fun, yes, it passed, but I don't know if to show for it. I just there and look at them. Let's make sure. Remember, friends always gonna be there. Those always gonna be there. All those things always gonna be there. They're not going to know. But as long as you're on that, those they're not going to know. Yeah. So just remember, just keep focused. You know, just keep focused. At the end of the day, each other say, yeah, I'll was happy that I was focused. And also, not one last thing, not to, I know I say about education and stuff. I mentioned the word education a lot, but that does not mean education is the only way. So, although I mentioned the word a lot when I say education, but I try to have some of those there that's all you do for your hands and stuff, and all you do in sport and stuff. That's what I was talking about. So not just education. There's anything that you do that will set you up later in life. If you do that at sports, you can be pro. If you do that in your schoolwork, and you can become a lecturer or something. If you do with your hands, and you can cook, and you can become any of those things. I was talking about that big group of things, not just education, not just school. So if you do with your hands, plumbing, electricity, mechanic, and sure a lot of people cars, all those things there. That's what I'm referring to. So don't just think it's just education. I wasn't trying to push the message that school, focus on school alone. If you're good at something else, the same message applies. If you're good with your hands and you're good at fixing cars and you become a top mechanic in Dominica, the same message applies. Friends and those and all those things always can be there, but make sure you give plenty of time to that talent of yours. Be like the example, as I said, your hands, become a top mechanic in Dominica. That have money, everything have money, that's what you do. Everything have money, trust me. That's not to, once you become the best in what you do, there's money there. It's as simple as that. You can be the best in electricals. Once you're the best, you have the best money in there. So the same message applies for all those things. Friends, always good to be there, goals, always good to be there, but make sure concentrate and focus on your talents while having fun. Like the complete main message at the end. Yeah, Mr. Paul.
Thank you very much. Mr. Francis, you now have the floor.
Okay. Joshua Paul, you know what you have to do.
Okay, on behalf of the SMA 4-H Club International, I would like to say a special thank you to Mr. McIntyre for taking the time to talk with us this evening. We will definitely put some of your tips to you gave us into practice, and that I myself learned that we should think before you act, and you should how you taught us how to balance our education and extracurricular activities. So thank you.
Okay, Joshua, thank you for doing the vote of thanks, and thank you again to Mr. McIntyre for his talk on balancing your life. I know that it is something that all of us can take notes from and use, because all throughout life we have to maintain a certain level of balance. So it's not just a lesson for now or for just for high school or college, but it's a lesson for the rest of life. So thank you again for spending your time talking to the students and to all of us about balance in your life. And at this time, I have a few announcements. So I want everybody to pay attention. So first thing, cleaning supplies. For those who have not yet brought your cleaning supplies, you can do so this week until the term ends. So please bring in your cleaning supplies, and then the raffle sheets. Bring in your raffle books this week. Bring in your raffle books this week, because remember, the raffle is going to take place in April, and April is starting soon. So for those who keep saying tomorrow and next week and so on, please bring in the raffle books. Now, on the 2nd of April, this coming Saturday, we have our hike from Freshwater Lake to Grand Fork. So this Saturday, and all members are to be present. So we are starting at Freshwater Lake and we are hiking up to Grand Fork. And we do not want any sad stories. So, and that announcement has been going on for for weeks now about this coming hike. So remember, this Saturday, we're hiking from Freshwater Lake and we're heading up to Grand Fork. This week, Monday from 1, Tuesday from 2. Are you saying, Mr. Ball?
No, sir, Zamik, I talk
Oh,
to sir.
Zamik, oh, sorry.
So I have some friends I was asking if they could come to the hike. Can you invite friends?
Right now, once they pay their money.
Once they pay the money? All right.
Or if you pay for them.
Well, whoever pay. I know somebody have plenty of dollars. No, so yes, Monday, every day of the week, there will be form level meetings from 4 to 5. So Monday is first form, Tuesday, second form, Wednesday, third, Thursday, fourth, and Friday, fifth form. So every day is a different form in the Google Classroom for your form level meeting. And the form level meeting will start at 4 p.m. It will end at 5. So on whatever day your meeting is, ensure that you are on time. Every time it will be either between 4 and 5. So it starts at 4 and ends at 5. Also, for those who want to buy their 4-H pins, we have pins on sale, $3, the sheet $65, mask $15. So whichever one you know that you need, you can just come to the office and buy it. And of course, for those of you who are friends who wanted to join the club, for first term registration is now open. It will be open from tomorrow. So it will be $120. So $120 for all students who are just joining the 4-H club, who want to join for the first term. So registration is open from tomorrow and it's just $120. So for those of you who may have had friends who now decided that they want to join, you can remind them of that information. Now, in the meetings as well, you cannot leave before you are dismissed because you will be marked as absent. So whether it's the form level meeting or the meetings on Sunday evenings, you have to wait for when we dismiss you, or else you'll be marked as absent. So for those who used to pass for 5 minutes and disappear, we are making it clear that if you leave before time, if you leave before you are dismissed, you will be marked absent. Now, Mr. Paul, did I leave out anything? Any announcement I forgot to mention?
No, I think we have it.
Excuse sir, how much do we have to pay? $25?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the hike, yes, usual price.
Okay, all right.
One other announcement in terms of our summer plan after the Ministry of Health announcement tomorrow, we will be announcing our summer plan. Okay, so we will announce that probably if it takes place during the course of the day, we will announce at our form level meeting, or if not, we will announce it on Sunday evening or through a WhatsApp message. Okay, so we'll give you the announcements for summer as soon after the Minister of Health address the nation tomorrow. Okay, and face-to-face for each meeting will resume in third term, culinary arts as well, classes and practical. It will be more practical this year for the students in Form 2. Forms 3 and 4 will be meeting with Forms 3, 4, and 5. Soon, the Form 5 students, I think that we are going to organize after the CXC for, how you call it, for you to have a week of culinary arts training before you graduate at school. From 5, we realized that we did not have many students taking part in kayaking. So I just realized yesterday at the kayaking meeting, I have not identified or seen anybody present from Form 5 at kayaking. So it means that this award might be removed from the award ceremony, the graduation ceremony. Also, the Form 5 students, as we said, to manage your time, we are expecting you to be at the hike on Saturday. We did not announce that you cannot attend because of mock. We are training you to be able to manage your time. So Form 5 students, you are reminded to manage your time and to be present. We will be taking our points towards graduation on that day as well. Okay? Did I left out anything?
No, I think we covered everything now.
All right.
But yes, sir, you forgot something, sir.
Which one?
So how are you feeling today?
That's a question. Yes, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Hopefully you will see me soon.
Yes, sir. No of us missing you there, no, sir.
I know.
Yes, sir.
You will see me soon. Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
In the moment, it's just in hours. In a few hours. All right. So Form 3, as we said, the Culinary Arts Month will be in May. The club anniversary is coming up as well. And we will be calling meetings throughout the week for culinary students so that we can put everything in place. Okay? The club is going to have its local juice sale. The same way that they do it at Daily Fresh, we are going to butter drinks and put our label on the bottles. And we are going to start off with passion fruit because the club plant a whole fence of fruit in the school garden. So we are going to try out bringing in local to our students and to try get away from the Pepsi and Coke and Sprite and this kind of a drink. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. I think these are all the announcements. If we forgot any announcement, we will message or send a WhatsApp message in the chat. We have 2 volunteers from the ministry from the State College sent us 2 volunteers. They will be serving as forage members of forage staff. They are 2 young ladies from Dominica State College. We had the first one at the pool party. So now we are getting an additional young lady. And I think that we'll be getting about 7 of our past members. All right. So these are all the announcements of the day. Have a pleasant evening and may God bless you all always.
You too, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir, same to you. Excuse sir, can we leave?
You are dismissed.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy your night. You too, Sir Francis.
So how much points you getting for that hike?
It is the hike that carrying the most points, this one.
So you taking like to come now. I can't graduate.
Excuse me?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Good night.
Chocolate.